4-4-2. It will change in their attack. They'll go into more of a 3-defender build with Abello that will Leon be a little bit more in that wing back position and Graham hit centrally in the more inverted space.
Fabrice did tell me, he spoke with the team and said if there needs to be a tackle, go into the tackle. It's what it takes. Here we go. It's Orlando and Houston, week 11 here on NWSL Plus. Jacobs, Sheehan, Oliveri, charging, firing, off the hands of Morehouse. Must have had a lot of English on it. Away a corner.
Well, right now it's the space in front of the back line. There's just too big of gaps. Houston dashes.
Winning his coaches, of course, too. Ball across. That'll bound down. Dolion pulled it away from Watt, knocks the cross, looping header, caught, and Morehouse hits the deck, but able to hold that ball away from the line.
It could be an aerial presence. It's not always on the first service, but the second service that can be a problem. And right here, Ali Watt just too aggressive to step. Lynn comes across. It's a good save from Morehouse. I like that Nadan.
Because of JP.
Thanks for clarifying that. I appreciate that, Mike.
Carson Pickett. Glides inside, Pickett curling, Smith got up. I don't know that was ever going to get into the goal.
For just making sure and her going for this in this moment. I like this from Carson Pickett taking on. It's that underlapping run from Summer Yates that pulls Sheehan out of the midfield space. That allows for Pickett to take advantage of this, trying to curl it in, come together. So you have to wonder if they're going to try something similar.
And they've gone short. Doyle. Punched away by Smith. She's down. Play on. Abello whacks it above the crossbar.
This time it's Doyle, just puts her foot through it, puts it into a dangerous area. It's Ali Watt, incredibly brave. Same for Abby Smith. It bounces out to Abello. She gets it on the bounce up rather than being...
We've played the 7 minutes. Yeah, no, we're done. Halftime, scoreless. Thoughts? Off the first hat trick in Orlando Pride history. Will enter at halftime. There were 9 players from Orlando that were summoned for international duty during the most recent FIFA break. Banda among them, of course. Notably, Julie Doyle coming off. Of course, the first game she's played in about 3 months, likely minute restricted. Banda tied with Astaire atop the scoring charts in the NWSL. Trying to add to that here tonight. Corey Dyke has come on for Carrie Abello as well. We'll see Kiki Van Zanten come in at halftime for the Dash. Houston gets the first touch, and here we go. And it is the most modernized position in our game right now, the wingback position, and how you utilize the likes of a Ryan Garris, Avery Patterson. Wow, Banda, the hold-up play, and opens it up for Watt. Ali Watt kicked away by Abby Smith.
It was great hold-up play from Banda to spring her in this area, but what happens when she takes that touch wide?
The Danner closed down by Ryan, who helps to win the ball back. Yasmin Ryan. The Danner went stride for stride. Van Zanten available. Slips Ryan through. Morehouse claims.
It was a good pressing moment from the Houston Dash. They go into that 5-2-3 defensively, but Kiki Van Zanten recognizes that this is an opportunity to step in that moment and play from there.
Here comes Barbara Banda. And Cole Preco intervenes. That ball went about 80 yards downfield in the blink of an eye and into Banda.
Well, I like that she's looking for that transitional moment. The first half really called for transition because both teams just in their defensive shape, really compact, not able to find the ability to break down.
And sniff that out. Banda getting by Lind. Barbara Banda turned away by Smith.
Absolutely expected. This backwards ball, I am not doing that with Barbara Banda as a center forward in that space. It puts Katie Lind in a very bad position. Good save from Abby Smith. And this is one of those strange moments. This is a really obvious foul from Lind grabbing Banda, but she's strong enough to be able to thwart it and still get an opportunity on frame. But Lind doing that actually had an impact because it slowed her. At the same time, it slowed her down enough that it really impacted the opportunity she got.
When people joke about the dark arts, that's what they mean. This, another turnover, and Smith to the rescue again. It's in the first 10 minutes of the half.
More aggressive stepping from Carson Pickett there. Yates picks it up. I love that she just goes for it herself. It's a great strike on frame. Abby Smith has to just get really strong behind the ball.
Van Zanten. Speak of the devil. Right back to Orlando.
And you can go one of two directions with that. You can say settle down on the ball, Houston, or get rid of the ball. I say you get rid of the ball right now and just make sure that you're in the opposition's half, and then you can try to settle in and try to control things.
Oh, Banda able to sneak that by Jacobs. Here comes Emily Sams. Sams crossing. Hit by Pickett and into Smith.
We were talking earlier about what Banda brings and the fear that she puts into opposition. Same thing can be said for Marta, but I think for both of them as well, what kind of spirit do you give to your own teammates when they enter into the field? They brought the level up of every player on this team.
Banda, swiveling Banda, knocked down by Smith. Went right back up the middle and cleared by Houston. Banda leads the league in shots, leads the league in goals. You can see why. This Marta gliding. Marta crossing header. Took a flick on. First to his Banda, then a defensive touch.
Banda does everything right in this moment. She pulls away here, allows Marta to take on in the wide space. That means Natalie Jacobs doesn't cover Marta in behind quite as much. Great timing.
Header out, circling back, forward from Corey Dyke. Marta. Be a fly on the wall in between the benches right now. It sounded like there's some spirited conversation. Marta, epic ball, knocked down, second try, Smith swipes, got it away.
Well, and the technical execution it takes from Marta in this moment to play a ball that's bending in towards a goalkeeper, not away, but still putting it in an area that's incredibly dangerous. A great initial header. Yeah, I think the service is what's most important, not even the organization. Just put it into a dangerous area with pace.
Puntigam runs by, it'll be Ryan. Into Puntigam, instead it's Van Zanten, who strikes, comes back to Bright. Ball lobbed across, knocked down toward the post, and held by Morehouse, who sprints out.
She's had quite a few interventions, whether it's been off the cross or the 1v1, where she's come up big.
Jalufia goes to work again. Jalufia hangs the service, and this header is looping above. Maybe looking for a corner instead. Give and go. Bounces into Dyke. Spins away from Ryan. Final seconds, Lemos. A hopeful ball. That header, still work to do. Sams. A goal here, it'd be at the death. Lemos hangs it up. Header down toward goal. Appeal for a handball. Play on. Even if the whistle does sound, they may still have something to look at. Nadanner.
Well, I think that has to be looked at in this moment, in this context.
They'll allow this to play on a moment longer. Into Yates. Yates, end line. Ball across. Corey Dyke scores! Corey Dyke wins it at the death!
They just were relentless, continuing to attack. Give Summer Yates credit here, playing in the pocket, gets on the full turn. She does this little stop-start, and then she's able to separate, drags it with that right foot, plays it across. Love the composure from Corey Dyke. That ball is bouncing up. You get the bounce, but what she does here is she gets her first touch right and just says, I'm going to get this on frame, keep it low. You make it incredibly hard on a defender, and what a moment for the outside back to get her first goal.
And it is the Pride's night. It may well be the final kick of the game. It's over! Orlando wins it 1-0! Corey Dyke on the final kick of the game!